May I have your attention, please? I know everybody is very excited. So is the rain outside. So I'm pleased to announce that the academic procession will now enter the venue. You may please stand up and remain standing till all the members of the procession have taken their seats. May I request everybody to stand up, please?
मनः प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्तीति तद्विज्ञाय पुनरेव वरुणम् पितरमुपससार अधीहि भगवो ब्रह्मेति तगम् होवाच तपसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व तपो ब्रह्मेति स तपोतप्यत स तपस्तप्त्वा विज्ञानम् ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात् विज्ञानाध्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते विज्ञानेन जातानि जीवन्ति विज्ञानम् प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्तीति तद्विज्ञाय पुनरेव वरुणम् पितरमुपससार अधीहि भगवो ब्रह्मेति तगम् होवाच तपसा
Those of you
ब्रह्म
who have your cell phones on, I also request to please turn them off or on silent mode.
सतपस्तप्त्वा आनन्दो ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात् आनन्दाध्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते आनन्देन जातानि जीवन्ति आनन्दम् प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्तीति सैषा भार्गवीवारुणी विद्या परमे व्योमन् प्रतिष्ठिता य एवं वेद प्रतितिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या अन्नं न निन्द्यात् तद्व्रतम् प्राणो वा अन्नम् शरीरमन्नादम् प्राणे शरीरम् प्रतिष्ठितम् शरीरे प्राणप्रतिष्ठितः तदेतदन्नमन्ने प्रतिष्ठितम् स य एतदन्नमन्ने प्रतिष्ठितम् वेद प्रतितिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या अन्नं न निन्द्यात् तद्व्रतम् प्राणो वा अन्नम् शरीरमन्नादम् प्राणे शरीरम् प्रतिष्ठितम् शरीरे प्राणः प्रतिष्ठितः तदेतदन्नमन्ने प्रतिष्ठितम् स य एतदन्नमन्ने प्रतिष्ठितम् वेद प्रतितिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या अन्नं न परिचक्षीत तद्व्रतम् आपो वा अन्नम् ज्योतिरन्नादम् अप्सु ज्योतिप्रतिष्ठितम् ज्योतिष्यापप्रतिष्ठिताः तदेतदन्नमन्ने प्रतिष्ठितम् स य एतदन्नमन्ने प्रतिष्ठितम् वेद प्रतितिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या अन्नम् बहुकुर्वीत तद्व्रतम् पृथिवी वा अन्नम् आकाशोऽन्नादः पृथिव्यामाकाशप्रतिष्ठितः आकाशे पृथिवी प्रतिष्ठिता तदेतदन्नमन्ने प्रतिष्ठितम् स य एतदन्नमन्ने प्रतिष्ठितम् वेद प्रतितिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या.
I request everybody to be seated, please. Good evening, everyone. I extend a warm and an exciting welcome to each one of you. The 12th convocation ceremony has been organized by Jaipuria School of Business to felicitate the students of the PGDM Students 2019-21 batch and for 2020-22 batch. We are honored today to have amongst us the chief guest for the occasion, Mr. Deepak Chhabra, Managing Director at the Timex Group, India. Mr. Shishri Jaipuria, the Chairman at St. Anandram Jaipuria Group of Educational Institutions. Shri Vinod Malhotra, Member Board of Governors and Advisor, St. Anandram Jaipuria Group. Dr. Rajiv R. Thakur, Director General, Jaipuria School of Business. Dr. Tapan Kumar Nayak, Dean Academics, Jaipuria School of Business. Faculty members, parents, students, guests, and dignitaries, we welcome you all. For an auspicious start to this August ceremony, may I request the chief guest, the chairman, and other dignitaries on the dais to light the ceremonial lamp and invoke the blessings of Goddess Saraswati. May I request the audience to rise for the auspicious lamp lighting, please? Thank you, sir. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I request everyone to be seated, please. We will now seek the blessings of Goddess Saraswati. May I request the students of Jaipuria School of Business to pay an ode to the Goddess of Learning with a Saraswati Vandana.
माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, पूर्णे से अज्ञान उदधि से, पूर्णे से अज्ञान उदधि से, वीणा पानी तार दे, तार दे, तार दे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे। सूर्य ब्रह्म शिव विष्णु गजानन, जिन चरणों को सेवते, सूर्य ब्रह्म शिव विष्णु गजानन, जिन चरणों को सेवते, हम शिशु हैं अज्ञानी माता, इन चरणों का प्यार दे, वीणा पानी तार दे, तार दे, तार दे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे। मूर्ख हम नहीं जाने जननी, पूजन वंदन ध्यान को। मूर्ख हम नहीं जाने जननी, पूजन वंदन ध्यान को। आदि शक्ति कर क्षमा हमें, पूजा के उद्गार दे। वीणा पानी तार दे, तार दे, तार दे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे। पुण्य से अज्ञान उदधि से, पुण्य से अज्ञान उदधि से। वीणा पानी तार दे, तार दे, तार दे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे, माँ सरस्वती शारदे।
Thank you, students, for making the evening so auspicious. Now, moving on, may I now request Chairman Sir to present a sapling to the chief guest, Mr. Deepak Chhabra, in his honor. Let's welcome the chief guest with a big round of applause. Thank you, sir. I request DG Sir to present a sapling to the chairman, Mr. Shisha Jaipuria. I request the Dean Academics to present a sapling to the member of the Board of Governors and the advisor Jaipuria Group, Mr. Vinod Malhotra. Thank you. Chairman Sir, I request you in your capacity as the Chairman of the Board of Governors to declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
Thank you, sir. May I now request the chief guest, the chairman, and other dignitaries on the dais to release the convocation souvenir. So that's a good beginning of the souvenir. May I also request the release of the latest issue of the Jaipuria Group magazine, Quest. Thank you. It's highly recommended that the audience read both the books. Thank you, sir. I request you to take your seats, please. May I request DG Sir, Dr. Rajiv R. Thakur, to present the progress report of the institution and address the graduating students. Over to you, sir. I beg your pardon, there was a slight error. I now request the chairman, Mr. Shisha Jaipuria ji, to kindly deliver his address. Over to you, sir.
Honorable Mr. Deepak Chhabra ji, Managing Director, Timex Group India, Chief Guest of the 12th Convocation Ceremony of the Jaipuria School of Business, Shri Vinod Malhotra ji, Dr. Rajiv Thakur ji, Tapan ji, distinguished guests, faculty members, parents, students, people from the media, and all those who are assembled here today. We are indeed very privileged and honored to have Mr. Deepak Chhabra ji, who has very kindly consented to be the chief guest for the occasion. Deepak ji, on behalf of the Board of Governors of the Jaipuria School of Business, and as on my personal behalf, I would like to warmly welcome you today. I am so happy that despite the rains, we can see a large attendance of students today. And I'm equally happy that the first time we are having the Indian attire. It is looking so graceful, but we still have a little bit of colonial mindset that we have these gowns with us. Probably that will also overcome in a couple of years' time when we become fully a developed nation. Deepak ji, we are all inspired with the success story that you have, the journey that you had in the last few years, having served a large number of institutions, and commendable work that you have done, whether in Timex where you've been for a short time, but before that at Tupperware and also with Phoenix. And the vision that you've been able to provide, I think it will be very interesting and stimulating for the children to learn from your experience and the journey that has happened. Business management over a period of time has been changing drastically. And you are one who has been able to innovate. You are the one who has been able to take risks. And you are the one who have moved beyond the comfort zone to be able to change the systems and bring in new dimensions to wherever you have worked. So I hope the young children who are here and many more who are part of the alumni will be able to learn lot of things from you and from the address that you will be giving them here today. I would like to congratulate our future leaders, graduating students of the batch 21 and 22 for successfully completing their postgraduate diploma of management of JSB. A big hand of applause for them. Please accept my sincere and heartiest congratulations on accomplishing this landmark. It stands testimony to the fervor, diligence, determination, passion of all the 164 graduating students of the 21 and 22 batch. I have special praise for the medal winners, and incidentally, all of them are girl students. Each one of you has demonstrated their excellence through hard work, through perseverance, through commitment, and consistency in your performance. Also, my special compliments to the parents who supported them, stood by them, and more so in the challenging times when the COVID was there at its peak. It required a lot of patience, it required a lot of understanding, and from the bottom of our heart, we all acknowledge the contribution of the parents. Your journey from here on for a vision which is nurturing, and the vision that you have will be creating the right ecosystem to pursue in your commitment, taking baby steps. And I'm sure each one of you will do exceedingly well in times to come. Dear students, we all know that the world is rapidly changing. We have seen advancements in technology. There has been huge changes in the geopolitical equations among countries. The Russian-Ukraine war and the conflict that is happening amongst countries is something which we have been seeing for the last 6 to 8 months. Matters pertaining to climate change are there, which is noticeable and which is creating a lot of disruption. Supply chain is being reimagined and impacting the whole business ecosystem. And above all, COVID-19 has accelerated and made us pause to think as to what should be the new way of doing business. Each one of us are trying to work out innovative ways and methods and restructuring and recalibrating the way we used to do business earlier. Change, as everybody says, is the only constant. And we have to continuously change. And what we have seen in the last 2 years, that we as a management institute have also to go through a transitionary period wherein the faculty members, the board of governors, the people who have been in the academic team and the administrative team had to reinvent their thinking, their approach, their pedagogical interventions, and to think how best the learning can happen. The job market has also changed during this period, and the students are also to be prepared for the new ecosystem, for the new job markets. A lot of jobs we are not able to even contemplate will be there in future, and a lot of new jobs will be created. So the children have to adapt continuously and learn new skills. They have to continuously learn, unlearn, and relearn new talents. They have to be a vision and a mindset for growth. And all these are very interesting times for each one of us. If we are in the same rut which we were there earlier, we will not be able to succeed. But we have to see everything with a different lens, with a different dimension, with a different approach. And I think the opportunities for our country are immense. We, during the last 2 years, have been ensuring that we give the best of academic support to the students, make them ready for the 21st century skills, whether it is communications, critical thinking, creativity, global mindsetness, and how to work in teams. Because today it is very important that one should be able to have the skill to cooperate and to work in teams. Because when we are in a business, we have to work with various people and we have to take everybody together. Each one has his own talents, each one has his own skills, but unless we are able to appreciate them, we show compassion towards each other and work collectively, we will not be able to get the desired results. Business cycles will continue to change. Business philosophies will be changing. Earlier, we were talking only about profits. Now, people have started realizing that while the stakeholders have an important stake in the company, but it is more the overall, whether how we are working with people, they are very important stakeholders. How we are looking after the nature, they are equally important stakeholders. So it is the people and the planet, apart from the shareholders, for which each one of has to be responsible. I am hopeful that all the students who have studied here in the last 2 years have become sensitive both towards nature and also to the socio-economic dynamics which have been changing very drastically. Because India is a large country, we have different sets of problems, and it is necessary for us to understand the challenges that we faced. We cannot compare ourselves with the developed countries. But I think that we are into very exciting and promising times. We have just completed our 75 years of independence, and the Azadi Ka Amrit Kal, as we call it, is something we should be proud of. And now we have a new vision to become a developed country in the next 25 years. Now, this aspiration which the government has to be sunk into each one of us. The government alone will not be able to take it forward. It is for the young students like you all, for the faculty members, for the board of governors, for the directors to deep dive into the issues, the challenges that we are facing. And I feel that India has already become a country which is now the fifth largest country in terms of GDP. We are looking at times by 2029 when we'll be overtaking both Germany and Japan to become the third most developed country. Despite all this optimism, on the other side, we also see that a lot of people are deprived with basic necessities. And the challenge is how to create opportunities so that every person has a better standard of living. And I think the government, particularly with regard to the penetration of internet, the mobile phone, the Jan Dhan Yojana, and the various other policies which have come up, has done a great work in able to ensure that whatever benefits have to be given, whatever incentives have to be provided for, reached to the people at the bottom of the pyramid. Today, we can see that large number of people are getting good quality education through digital modes. Medical facilities have improved considerably, and agricultural produce is also improving because of the intervention of technology. During COVID time, we have seen, although the world thought that we will not be able to tackle with this unsurmountable problem which nobody had seen, but each and every aspect, whether it was to starting with the mask, the uh, the injections that had to be made, the oxygen that had to be utilized, the beds, and each and every aspect, despite the challenges, we were able to vaccinate 200 crore uh, people and not only support our people in India, but it was a challenging task to support the neighboring countries and other countries also. So this is our vision. We believe that we should prosper and all around us should also prosper along with us. So we believe in this chori and karma that we alone should not be the only beneficiary and we should also give back to the society. And I think each one of you who have studied there and learned various aspects would be able to take them. You will take the time in your profession to grow vertically, but I'm sure you will be able to contribute and continuously give back to the society. Each one has to work with passion, with complete dedication, with complete focus, and also be healthy and stay socio-emotionally relevant. Because it is very important that we should have compassion for each other, we should have brotherhood, love, and sympathy for each one of us, and then only we can work as a nation. I am sure that the skills that you have learned, the talents that you have learned, the values and the Indian culture that you have learned will go a long way in in the future in whichever company that you are working with. We are seeing today that a lot of global companies are coming to India. They are looking at Indian market. They are seeing that have a huge demography. We are having a great potential and we are able to produce the best of people in terms of talent. So they want to come make products in India and also want them to take back for export purposes. So there will be tremendous opportunities in terms of job in future within our country. And you are at the best of times. And I wish each one of you great success as far as that is concerned. I am happy that the Jaipuria School of Business is a very progressive and transformational journey. We have seen that the new education policy has come out very recently, 2 years back, and it talks about multidisciplinary courses to be introduced. And we have also been thinking about how to expand our reach, how to ensure that we are able to bring different dimensions so so that there can be holistic understanding about various issues that come to surface. And our vision that we have in the Jaipuria group is with the core value of empowering, enthusing, and excel. So we want to empower our teachers, we want to empower our students, we want them to excel in every field or whichever field they like, and they should be happy in whatever they're doing. Unless you are happy in whatever you're doing, the chances of your success is very challenging. I will request each one of you to follow your passion and be happy in whatever you're doing, and success will always be there. The Jaipuria group has a legacy of 76 years. It was started by my grandfather Padma Bhushan Mangturam Jaipuria when we opened our college in Calcutta in 1945, which was in pre-independence days. Since then, we have large number of schools and colleges. To be precise, we have 16 K-12 schools, 5 preschools, 2 management institutes, and in all there are close to 20,000 students who are studying in the different formats that we are into. And we have also an alumni base of 15,000 students. Besides this, we also thought it important that we should venture into teachers training and development. So we started the Samarth Teachers Training Academy, in which we are trying to train teachers at every level, starting from pre-primary level to primary, secondary, higher secondary, and management level. Because this is the area, if our teachers are good, the quality of education will be good and the learning outcomes will be better. And we'll be able to provide the right type of people that are required by the corporates. We have been seeing in the last couple of years, and there have been a lot of complaints from the industry that the students coming out from the institutes are not industry ready. And hence we try to work very collaboratively with the industry. We want to work together. We want to understand the new age technologies, the talents that are required by the students, the skill sets that are required, and we want to grow in terms of our engagement with the industry so that we can prepare our students. We have been getting a lot of people from the industry to talk to the students, to talk to them about the challenges that they're facing so that they get real time experience and understanding about the issues. And I'm hopeful that the students studied here would have benefited from their experience in the last 2 years. Our family has also been in the textile business. We started with a spinning company and then subsequently vertically we continuously expanded and horizontally as well. So we went into processing, garmenting, technical textiles, making also hygiene and medical products. And that's why the connect with the industry is there. And we would like to further leverage our connect with the industry in whatever format it is possible. I am sure that Jaipuria School of Business will continue to grow. They will continue to bring out new programs. And we are very keen that we have a very strong connect with our alumni because we feel that learning will never stop. And the more the connection is there with the alumni, they come back as coaches, as mentors to teach our students, to guide them what are the failures they have done, what are the good things that they've been able to achieve, their success stories, and that will be a learning. Today, nobody can claim that he knows everything. It is a collaborative effort of the teachers, of the faculty members, of the students, of the industry to work and co-create the learning practices. And I'm sure that this experience of ours will take us miles ahead. And the new education policy, which has recently been announced, will be a game changer because all these institutions will grow the best of faculty members who are presently outside India would like to come back to India, and there'll be a reverse drain of people coming to India. Presently, a lot of students go outside India for studies, and I can see in the next 5 or 10 years, more and more students will be coming back to India for learning and acquiring a holistic type of development and learning. Before I end, I would like to say that the Jaipuria School of Business has also instituted the Jaipuria Dr. Rajaram Jaipuria Achiever Award to acknowledge the success of its alumni and to facilitate them with a trophy and citation. I wish them great success and the brightest of future. Thank you indeed.
Thank you, sir, for that insightful address. And we totally agree with you that nothing can beat the Indian attire. May I now request DG Sir, Dr. Rajiv R. Thakur, to present the progress report and address the students. Sir.
Good evening, my dear friends. Nothing more could have been auspicious than this evening, where Lord Indra decided to shower blessings, not just for a minute, not for an hour, but last 2-3 days. And as we are celebrating your graduation, the Lord still continues to bless. Congratulations to you. It is with great honor that I stand before you today, representing Jaipuria School of Business, to celebrate the achievements and a fruitful and rewarding journey of the graduating students of 2022 batch and 2019-21 batch. Even though the journey has been tough amidst difficult times of pandemic. Once again, congratulations to all of you, most well deserved. I feel honored to welcome Honorable Chairman Sir of Jaipuria School of Business, Sri Sashir Jaipuria ji, distinguished chief guest of the ceremony, Mr. Deepak Chawla, MD, Timex Group of India Limited, our mentor, Board of Governors member, Sri Vinod Malhotra ji, our other esteemed guests and dignitaries from the Jaipuria Group of institutions present here, sirs and madam, we feel privileged to have your gracious presence today during the 12th convocation ceremony. I also extend my welcome to all the dignitaries present here from the JSB family, Dean Academics, my faculty colleagues, colleagues on staff, and alumni of Jaipuria School of Business. I welcome and thank all the parents who are present or who could not make it to the occasion today for being with us in this transformational journey of your wards. My dear students, you have demonstrated exceptional grit and perseverance, your fighting spirit, your strive towards excellence during the times of adversities of COVID-19. Honestly speaking, you exemplified what our Prime Minister urged to the nation during peak of the COVID days, quoting from Shastra. Tyajyam no dhairyam vidhure api kale dhairyat kadachit gatim pruyatsa. That is, one should not give up patience, even in the time of crisis. And you did this, you demonstrated this. And it is possible that the situation can improve with patience. My heartiest congratulations to once again. The Institute remained committed to extend every support to its students on that learnings do not suffer, and they come out as confident human beings. I must congratulate all my faculty members and staff members, the leadership team during that period for being the biggest support of the students despite their personal challenges during COVID times. I would also like to extend gratitude to the management of Jaipuria Group for their belief in us and lending every support and guidance always. My dear friends and dignitaries, although the detailed report is tabled before all of you, I would briefly touch upon the highlights, a reflection on today and tomorrow of JSB. JSB strongly believes in philosophy of providing an empowering environment to its students for developing managerial and leadership skills and knowledge leading to the achievement of their aspirational career and life goals. Guided by the legacy of our founder, late Dr. Rajaram Jaipuria ji, and the wisdom of the chairman, Shri Sashir Jaipuria ji, our actions are driven by value-based education and a futuristic orientation. We try to inculcate these two virtues in our students in their transformational journey. Looking forward, in our endeavor to constantly evolve, JSB resolves today to be a leading value-based futuristic management institution of excellence in education and research. The strategic plan for the next 3 years, that is 2022 to 2025, is aligned with this vision. Various initiatives have been taken to strengthen the academic rigor and students' readiness towards the corporate world and society. And in the benefit of time and the occasion, I would like to skip the details here. JSB strives to strengthen its focus on providing international exposure and development on an entrepreneurial mindset in the students. Drawing again inspiration for the philosophy of our founder, we take pride in being socially included and focus on engaging with sustainable and effective corporate social responsibility practices. Further, to emphasize on holistic learning, both within and outside the classroom, extracurricular activities are pursued with a lot of enthusiasm, and the JSB believes in practicing a student-driven culture in the campus. My dear friends, the aim is that all these efforts help JSB students to see a smile on their faces at the end of their program as they command greater acceptance amongst the corporate world and the recruiters. The diversity of our students, as they come from different parts of the country and different backgrounds, make them an ideal choice for the corporates. We firmly believe that any top business schools in the world is known for the quality of its faculty. We have onboarded certain very significant and experienced faculty members from the academia and the industry. Unfortunately, I would like to put on record, we lost one very beloved and learned faculty member in late B.D. Nathani sir. I think one important element of getting Mr. Chhabra to this particular platform was him. Again, research is at the heart of JSB, and you will be happy to know that in the last 2 years, there have been 22 publications which have been there. We have had certain books published, and then you have your own faculty member. The very few faculty member that you know, you must be aware, Dr. Nitin, who won the Best PhD Thesis Award in one of the leading institutions in Indore. Engagement with experts from abroad, and India provides a wider global perspective and learning for all. I would again skip the details. I must add here that the ambassadors of Jaipuria School of Business, the alumni, are doing exceptionally well in their pursuits of life, wherever they are, and we value their association and contribution as one of the core strengths of JSB. And as Chairman sir announced, we are starting this initiative of honoring your and recognizing your achievements. I call upon all the alumni, including you all here, who are formally registered today as alumni, to come forward together in our efforts in making JSB a world-class business school. And I really mean it. Now, before I end, I would like to address a few words to all of you. Dear students, your graduation crowns your effort and dedication with the formal award of diplomas. As you're out into the world with the learnings you acquired here at JSB, you must strive to bring glory to the institute and to the nation by contributing to India's spectacular rise. I wish and pray that you use your knowledge, skills, and right set of values in your professional journey and devote yourself in the service of society and mankind. I repeat, in the service of society and mankind. The mantra of success for you is to dream big, think big, and do big. I'm sure the inspiration that you will derive in this area after listening Deepak ji about his life journey, and that is why we thought that he should be here too on this occasion to motivate you further in life. Most importantly, your humility, your character, your kindness, simplicity, and compassion for others should touch the hearts of every human being on earth and make a better world for them. Lastly, my dear friends, I urge you to remember lifelong and practice in your life the following lines of a popular prayer, which most of you would be aware, which was written by Avilash and which was picturized in the film called Ankush. And I'm just reading few relevant lines here. हम न सोचें हमें क्या मिला है, हम ये सोचें क्या है अर्पण, क्या किया है अर्पण, फूल खुशियों के बांटें सभी को, सबका जीवन ही बन जाए मधुबन. इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर ना हो, हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, इससे भूल कर हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल ना हो. My dear friends, my sincere wishes to you for your future. May your path be blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And it was really exciting to know about the journey and the remarkable journey and the initiatives being taken by Jaipuria School of Business. So a big, big round of applause for JSB. I now request the Member of Board of Governors and the Advisor Jaipuria Group, Mr. Vinod Malhotra, to kindly deliver his address.
Convocation is a great occasion, an occasion for celebration. And when we are celebrating something, the most important thing that we should do, we should look happy. When we celebrate, we look happy. So I want all of you to wear a smile for about 5 seconds. Smile, all of you should smile, look happy. This is a great occasion. There's no time for laughter, which you can do it later. But if you keep smiling for 5 seconds and add on to 10 seconds and beyond that, and make that as a habit, then you remain happy. This is what also Shishir also mentioned, should be happy. Now, how do you happy? How do you remain happy? How do you present to others that you are a happy person? And happy people are always welcome wherever they go. And I think most importantly, especially for the ladies, मुस्कुराहट जैसा कोई गहना नहीं होता जीवन के अंदर. और अगर आप मुस्कुराते रहेंगे तो I think you don't need to spend money on cosmetics, because I think you will be pretty happy and everyone should welcome you wherever you go. Make that his habit, and I think that's the most important thing. At the end of it all, whatever you do in life, ultimate objective is to acquire happiness. You see, you are going to be conferred with a degree, a diploma today, which is just a piece of paper, but it's a recognition of all that you've learned and all that you've done acquired knowledge over a period of time. It's a recognition of that valor, that commitment that you made. But what is important is, what is not important is what is written on the piece of paper, but what is inside you, what all you have acquired and gathered over by toiling hard, by writing examination, etc. And that's of critical importance. And my dear friends, I'm addressing this to all young friends who are going to receive the degree today here. This is just the beginning of your journey to start acquiring knowledge. Be a lifelong learner. As I said, this is just the beginning. This is just the foundation. Zindagi aapko aur gyan pradap karegi, provided you're able to receive knowledge from all areas, receive knowledge from your environment, from your friends and your people and people you work with, from nature, by observation. You see, the biggest learning that happens is by observing, by staying in a complete state of awareness. And I can tell you that amount of learning that most of the great people in the world have contributed over a period of time has not been on the basis of going to a school or institution, but by observing. वो एक कबीर जी का एक बड़ा छोटा सा दोहा है, पोथी पोथी पढ़मुआ जगमुआ पंडित भया न कोई, ढाई अक्षर प्रेम के पढ़े जो पंडित होए. So love and observation and connect with the people, that's the most important thing. You see, whatever you have acquired just now, as I was saying, is in the present context, more so in the present context of digital disruption, is just a kind of information. I dare say, it's just, at the best, it's a process information. Now you need to raise it to the level of knowledge. And knowledge happens when you actually start applying whatever you know. You know it, but it becomes knowledge only when you start applying it. I think, hang on, you don't need to stop there. When you're able to integrate your knowledge with the purpose in life, then it becomes wisdom. I think that's what is very important. So you build the foundation. आपकी इमारत की जो नींव यहाँ पे पड़ी है, इसकी इमारत को ऊपर बढ़ाना है, ये आपका काम है. And that happens only if you have become a lifelong learner. Don't build imarat like super text which comes down by the order of the Supreme God. You need to build an imarat which is strong, sturdy, and is able to deliver a lot of benefits to society. So Gyan ka Vardhan should be a lifelong. And it's also very important, and I want to engage the attention of all the students particularly. Whatever you do in life, you do it with passion. You don't need to multitask. Don't pick up half a dozen kind of objectives. Pick up maybe one or two. Work towards a single-minded devotion and passion. I think all leaders, whether it's in the business world or political world or spiritual world, have followed that particular example. Stop not till you have reached your goal. That's what Vivekananda says. In fact, in one of your buildings quotation, that's the quotation you must have all read. So nothing gets achieved by passion. So do whatever you do with absolute commitment and dedication. That's the most important thing. Now, this is only one part of the dimension that I was touching. Let me just talk about 2-3 others, which I just want to share with you. This is the intellectual quotient, intellectual dimensions. You see, you must also understand, and I think the COVID possibly has given this realization to all of us in most unambiguous term, that human body is very fragile. Imagine the kind of number of people who died during this period, number of people who were affected. That's because of very, very low level of immunity. It's very important for all of us to look after our body. You see, this is one of the most beautifully designed architectural marvel of nature. Nobody's been able to replicate the human body. The best of technology has not been able to find a clone. So you are a wonderful creation of nature. And it's your responsibility to preserve it, keep it, and make it as strong as possible. You must love yourself, must love your body, keep it happy, keep it clean, keep it hygienic, and make sure only then you will be in a position to contribute whatever. You see, if you are sick and ill, I mean, nobody's going to kind of entertain you in any organization. Please look after that. Don't abuse your body, and don't let others abuse the body. Both things are important. You know, one of the Vedanta concepts is called Aham Brahmasmi. I'm the God. I'm the universe. So you need to look at, create yourself at that particular level that you are in a position to achieve whatever that you set your eyes for, provided you're physically and intellectually very strong. Now, I want to touch upon what is called the emotional quotient, emotional dimension. I think today is when we talk about value-based education, we talk about progress all over. One of the most important words which is being talked about today is what is called empathy. It is a word which is different from sympathy. Sympathy ka Hindi mein shabd hota hai sahanubhuti. We sympathize with other people who are slightly less privileged than us. But empathy is somebody stepping into the shoes of others, treating others equal and empathizing, finding their problem. I think in the business world or in any kind of societal dimensions, you find people who have reached the top have got very, very strong emotional quotient. In I was reading the other day a report by the American Journal, and they said 96% people, the CEOs of the world, are people who are not very strong in intellectual quotient, but they're very high on the emotional quotient. To be able to connect with people, people talked about collaboration, concern for the humanity. I think a good leader is one particular leader who is very strong on emotional quotient, to be able to understand, be sensitive towards not only about his own colleagues and people, treating everyone as equal. One of the other messages that I think is very important is a part of a collaborative strategy that we talk about. Don't treat the entire phenomena as I or you, or think about we. I think we must shift from the perpendicular pronoun called I to what is called we. We all should be here. We are here because others are here. So if you can shift from there, the collaboration, understanding, and treating everyone as equal becomes extremely important. It's extremely essential for us to make sure that we keep on raising our bar of our knowledge. There's a beautiful shloka in Bhagavad Gita. Udret atmanam atmanam vasadayit. Atmai atmana bandhu atmai ripurapnam. Simply says that you must constantly keep on elevating yourself. And my dear friends, contrary to general impression, this is not some message that I want to give you. You are your worst enemy. You are your best friend. So let's not indulge any blame game. Whatever happens to you happens entirely in the counter. You must take the responsibility. That's where the concept of accountability, responsibility comes in. You are the one who's responsible for whatever happens to you. And वो एक बहुत अच्छा किसी शायर ने कहा था, खुद की बुलंदी को खुद को कर बुलंद इतना कि खुदा भी तुमसे आके पूछे कि बता तेरी रजा क्या. You see, you have to raise yourself to that level. ईश्वर भी आए, खुदा भी पूछे बताओ तुम चाहते क्या हो. So I think that is the kind, and each one of us has that in us to be able to reach that. And today, more than ever before, we need to connect with each other, contribute towards each other, and make sure that we, most important of all, we may be whatever, might be chief executive officer, we might be managing director, but unless we are a good human being, I think it doesn't make sense. So that would be the most important part. And finally, I would urge you also to look at, apart from the intellectual dimensions, physical, emotional, one of the subjects that is very clear to me, which is very dear to me, is what is called spiritual dimension. I think you must be rooted in your value system, must be rooted strongly in your culture, in the system that we've been coming to us since several ages. And I think that we justifiably, once we take that to a different level, we can become what is called a Vishwa Guru. Technology can come, but that can be leveraged for us to provide a complete kind of a knowledge base to the entire universe. So, my dear friends, it was wonderful having you for the last 2, 3, 4 years. And now that you've stepped into the bad, hostile world, you are entirely on your own. And the only thing which will obviously come to your rescue is these strong values, strong learning, strong skills that you earned and you acquired over a period of last 2 years. And like the chairman mentioned, you have gone, but you haven't gone. You're still part of us. You're part of our extended family. You're part of your own alma mater. As alumni, have a strong connect with it. Don't ever hesitate in walking in whenever you want to, and I'm sure Director General and everyone would welcome you. And not only you should be able to stay connected, but also keep on contributing, keep on adding value wherever you are in this world. God bless all of you. I hope you do great in your life. And from all our side, we continue to give you blessing and all the good wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And today, all of us promise you that all of us will always stay happy and will make endeavors to be a good human being. So thank you for that suggestion. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have with us the chief guest of the ceremony, Mr. Deepak Chhabra, who is the managing director of Timex Group India. And I take immense pleasure in sharing a few words about him. Mr. Chhabra has more than 2 decades of diverse and insightful leadership in the fields of retail, brand management, strategic business planning, P&L management, and sales and merchandising. He's spearheading Timex Group's business transformation and strategic growth in India. He's responsible for strategizing and driving initiatives, delivering superior brand and customer experiences through innovative business planning solutions. Before Timex, he worked with Tupperware India as the managing director, where he led the brand's business transformation from being just a direct selling company to a harmonized multi-channel strategic unit. He also spearheaded the brand's transformation from a kitchenware to a complete homeware brand. Mr. Chhabra has also worked with Crocs India as the managing director for 3 years before moving to Tupperware, where he was instrumental in ramping up business and vastly improving the brand's reach and relevance. A footwear technologist, a marketeer by qualification, Mr. Chhabra started his career in '96 with Phoenix International Limited, and since then he has held various leadership roles and led strategic initiatives for marquee brands such as Reliance Retail, Skechers, Sprandy, in addition to Tupperware and Crocs. So may I now request the chief guest, Mr. Deepak Chhabra, to kindly deliver his convocation address. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Deepak Chhabra.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Special thanks to dignitaries on the dais for inviting me today. But before I share with you my life lessons, I would like to congratulate the students for graduating today. This is a special day for you, so we should have a big round of applause for yourself first. Hello. Okay, so few observations before I share few of my life lessons with you. So when I was planning to come, Dr. Rajiv told me that you have to come in ethnic wear. All of us look wonderful in this. All of you look wonderful in this, and that's a great. Somebody has to make a change, and that is where we generally think who will be the one making that change. Yeah. So I see the change has been made. Secondly, it's raining for last 3 days, and I didn't know how much time it will take me to reach from Gurgaon to Noida. And it actually took about 2.5 hours. So the point which I'm making is things don't work the way you plan them. Yeah. You should always know how to handle if things don't go the way you have planned. You should have a plan B. And thirdly, I was seeing roll of honors. Congratulations to all of them. I could see 3 of them from 21 batch, 3 of them from 22 batch, 2 the best girl, but all of them are girl. That's called girl power. Guys, you have to buck up. Yeah. Not even one guy, please buck up. Yeah. Girl power. So I don't have the wisdom of, Mr. Nayak, Mr. Malhotra, or Mr. Jaipuria or Thakur, but I do have some life lessons and some learnings from my professional career, which I would love to share with you. And I'll be so happy if you can take away even one out of those 4 or 5 incidents, which I'll share with you, which actually made me what I'm today. So there is a story which probably I was very young when I read that story. And the story goes like this. So there was a gentleman who was going in a countryside. He saw a camp of elephants. And then he saw the elephants are tied with one leg with a very thin rope to a small wooden pole. And he went to the person who was handling that camp. He said, "Na to aapne ko chain laga rakhi hai. They are so powerful. Won't they go away? Can't they break it and go?" He says, "Listen, while they were very small and young, when they were born, we used to do this. They didn't have the power to break it then. And this has become their belief. Now they're so powerful, by just, even if they breathe, it can break and they can go free. But their belief is limiting. They still feel they cannot break that rope." Yeah. Beliefs is what makes all of us, believe me. What we believe, we become. But we have to identify our limiting beliefs and work on that so they don't become that rope, which we know, which we can break in a minute, but we don't believe we can do it. Yeah. So while you go out in your professional journey, believe in yourself, identify your limiting beliefs and work on those. Yeah. The second story actually is of a footwear company. It was a British footwear company. It's a fact. It's a case study. So about 35 years back, they wanted to explore Africa. So they made 2 teams and they said, "Okay, can 2 teams divide themselves and go to different parts of Africa and come back with the potential of the market?" So they came back after spending a week and they were reporting their learning. So one team said, "Boss, listen, nobody wears shoes in Africa. So there's no market. Koi dalta hi nahi to market kya hai?" Which was logical. And they said, "Yeah, you're right. When nobody is utilizing or consuming what we can do." Then the other team came. They said, "Boss, nobody wears shoes in Africa," which means everybody is a customer, if not today, tomorrow. And that company actually made it pretty large. So this is the outlook. So when you go all out in your professional career, have a positive outlook, look for long-term strategies rather than, narrowing yourself on few things. So there's the learning in everything which happens around. I was listening to Mr. Jaipuria, so inspiring, address he did. I would just like to add one thing. He spoke about happiness. I will talk about success. So I know this is a time for all of you. I'm talking about all the students where the success mean is getting a good job, beating somebody else, and growing faster. Believe me, you have to define your success. Yeah. Success is not just making good money. Success is not just getting some great company job somewhere else. You really have to define your success. And please do not get into a rat race. And that is where I'll share with you my personal experience. And I hope there is learning for you in that. So I started when I was about 24, messed up my studies, and then finally ended up doing footwear technology. And I was the area sales manager when I joined. And I still remember I used to get about 9,800 rupees monthly. So I worked hard. I committed myself, owned what I used to do. And within 9 years, which was 34, I was one of the youngest CEO. Then, there's nothing to applaud here. I'm giving you a bigger lesson rather there. Then I started working even harder and I got whatever I dreamt of. And then suddenly I was 45. And then I realized I did not define my success. I actually did not define my success. While I was getting all what I was dreaming of, I forgot to live. I forgot to have a life. I forgot to spend time with my kids. I don't know when they were born and when they grew up. I forgot to spend time with my friends. I forgot to spend time with my parents. So have a balance, but define your success. If you feel, when I turned 45, I realized, I said I was not successful because I could make money, I could get some good designation, I could get recognition, I could travel, I had all the luxuries in life, but I lost, which was a bit more important than this. So the answer is a balance. Please ensure there's a balance between your life and your work. And that's very, very important. Don't be again in a rat race. The second, life skill which I would love to share with you is, when I was in my 12th, and in those times, it was 90s, you are always confused, what you need to do. Yeah. And I ended up applying for everything. And I ended up getting selected at many places, but I ended up going for hotel management because that seemed pretty exciting, pretty glamorous, pretty, you can travel, you can be in, star properties and all. And after 6 months, I didn't like it. I came back and I had nothing to do. It was already December. Then I went to the Delhi University colleges, showing them, I got selected in medical, physiotherapy, engineering, everything, but they said it's 6 months down the line. I ended up doing BSc honors when I wanted to be a doctor or an engineer. And as I said, these were all adversities, but I didn't give up. I messed up my career, I messed up my education, but I said, okay, let me start, let me do a fresh start. So don't be worried about adversities. You will have times when things will not go your way, and there'll be a lot of times like that. Don't give up. Start again the next morning, start again the next hour, start again the next week. Yeah. So don't think corporate life, although Mr. Malhotra was mentioning it's a bad, hostile life out there. It is not so bad and hostile. It's like how you handle that. If you're not able to handle everything is actually hostile. But when you go out in your corporate world, my advice would be very, very simple. One, as I said, you should define how you define your success. Is it money? Is it position? Or is it happiness? Or is it your physical well-being? So define that and work towards it. And 3-4 things which actually work. Of course, skill comes from your education. But beyond the skill which you have learned, the ownership, commitment, and agility. These are 3 things which were always important. They remain important even now. The other thing which has been added is, absolute openness to change. There's a disruption which happens almost every day. So don't think about that there are certain particular ways of doing things. You have to keep on exploring newer ways of doing things and be open to change almost every day, else you become redundant. So these have been few of my life journey and my life lesson. And one last one I would like to share. So there was a gentleman who was on a beach location. That beach location had a long coastline, and he saw a small girl picking up something from the beach and throwing in the ocean. So he went closer, checked what exactly she was doing. So she was actually picking up some starfishes and throwing back in the ocean. So he laughed and he said, "What are you doing?" He said, I'm just ensuring the starfish which has come on the shore to be thrown back in the ocean so she's alive. But he says, the coastline is 1,000 miles and there are millions of starfishes here. How will you make a difference? She picked up another one, threw in the ocean, and said, I could make a difference to this one. So the lesson is, all of us can make a difference in life. Somebody has to start. Teamwork is most important. But if all of us do what we are supposed to do, everything is sorted. So take the steps, take the first step. Don't wait for others to initiate and be a follower. If you want to be a leader, you have to do things differently and take this first step, which others are not probably have courage to do it. So these were few things which I thought would be probably helpful for you. Even if you can take away a few of those with you when you go out in the corporate world, would be helpful. These are very basic life skills, but that's what matters. I'm happy to be here and delighted to be amongst all of you. I never got an opportunity to wear a robe, which you'll be wearing sometime later, and throwing the cap probably. So please take yourself, you are privileged. You are starting from here already, not from there. And be thankful to your parents, first of all. Be thankful to your parents because they did the best what they could do. Yeah. Be thankful to your faculty. Be thankful to your faculty. Be thankful to your staff. And those are the people who work on you day in, day out for the entire 2 years to make you a better human being and better individual. And the last message which I have is, while you achieve what you dream of, please do not forget the community. Unfortunately, we are a divided community divided on, caste, creed, religion, gender. So while you grow, just ensure you take people along, grow them along, make a chain rather than being, working for yourself. So there's a responsibility for all of us. While we achieve what we started the journey for, we have to take people along and make them grow along with us. So congratulations once again. It's a special day for all of you. Enjoy yourself. Don't be under pressure of being a bad, hostile environment out there. It's not so bad. It's good now. Things are changing. People, empathy, the EQ is pretty high nowadays. That becomes one of the major parameters for hiring. So while we look at IQ, EQ becomes equally important. So all the best to you, and please ensure you give back to community when you reach a level, and take people along you so that you make a difference in their lives. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. And apart from various things that we learned from Mr. Chabra today, I think the special key takeaway, especially for me, and I'm sure for you also, would be these pointers that I was just noting down while the session was going on. I think we learned a lot, and we learned that we should have positive outlook. We should make relentless efforts and hard work, define your individual success, work-life balance, don't give up, and be thankful to your parents and faculty. So thank you, sir, for your insightful address. Ladies and gentlemen, I now request the Dean Academics, Dr. Tapan Kumar Nayak, to the podium and felicitate the meritorious students.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I begin, my heartiest congratulations to all the graduating students and my best wishes for all your future endeavors. Now, it's time to recognize your outstanding achievements. All the meritorious students to come forward near the dais to receive their awards, as their names are called to receive the medal. After receiving the medals, they have to stand on the side of the stage itself. Now, it's my privilege to request the chief guest, Sri Deepak Chabra, to come forward and award the gold, silver, and bronze medals to the meritorious students of the postgraduate diploma in management. I also request Honorable Chairman Sir and other dignitaries to come forward. I'll go with the batch wise for the batch 2019 and 21. In the batch 2019 and 21, this year, the gold medal goes to Miss Chaya Singhal for her outstanding scholastic performance and standing first in order of merit in the postgraduate diploma in management, the full-time program. Congratulations, Chaya. A huge round of applause for Chaya Singhal. Thank you, Chaya, for making this event glorious. The silver medal goes to Miss Nancy Agrawal for standing second in order of merit in the postgraduate diploma in management, the full-time program. Congratulations, Nancy, for your outstanding achievement. A huge round of applause for Nancy as well. Thank you. And the bronze medal goes to Miss Divyanshi Trivedi for standing third in order of merit in the postgraduate diploma in management, the full-time program. Congratulations, Divyanshi. A huge round of applause for Divyanshi as well. Congratulations, Divyanshi. And the most awaited, the Best Girl Student Award. This year, the medal goes to, once again, Miss Chaya Singhal for being the overall topper in the girls category for the batch 2019-21. A huge round of applause for Chaya Singhal for being the girl student topper. Thank you. Now it's time for the batch 2020 and 22. In the batch 2020-22 this year, the gold medal goes to Miss Sakshi Gupta for her outstanding scholastic performance and standing first in order of merit in the postgraduate diploma in management. Congratulations, well done, Sakshi. A huge round of applause for Sakshi as well. Thank you so much. The silver medal goes to Miss Ayushi Basne for standing second in order of merit in the postgraduate diploma in management. Congratulations, Ayushi. A huge round of applause. Well done, Ayushi. And the bronze medal goes to Miss Raj Khera for standing third in order of merit in the postgraduate diploma in management, the full-time program. Congratulations, Raj. A huge round of applause. I would request the audience, the students, not to stop clapping for these outstanding achievements. Thank you so much. And in 2020-22, the most awaited best girl student award goes to again Miss Sakshi Gupta. A huge round of applause for Sakshi being the topper of the girl student in 2020-22. Thank you, and congratulations to all the toppers, all the roll of honors. Now I request the students, the toppers of batch 2019 and 21 to please come for a group photo with the dignitaries.
Thank you, the previous batch. Now I request the next batch to come for a group photograph, please. Thank you everyone, and I request the dignitaries to take their seats, please. Thank you, and congratulations to the winners. A big round of applause for all the winners. Ladies and gentlemen, today I am extremely pleased to share with you that Dr. Rajaram Jaipuria Achiever Award is being instituted from this year by the Jaipuria School of Business for acknowledging the achievements of the students who have brought laurels to the institute. The jury has decided to confer this prestigious award on Mr. Garvit Rastogi of the batch 2008 and 10, who is presently working with Canon India Limited. Mr. Garvit Rastogi graduated in 2010 from Jaipuria School of Business and is currently with Canon India Limited, handling various major accounts. In a career spanning over 12 years, he has been responsible for identifying new business opportunities, promoting the company to its stakeholders, and have been engaged in planning and management. During his entire professional career, he had served in challenging assignments across diverse industries and sectors. In his current role, he is actively involved in understanding customer requirements and ensuring maximum satisfaction of customers by proposing optimized solutions. For his meritorious services and exceptional contribution to the corporate sector and his alma mater, Jaipuria School of Business bestows upon him the first Dr. Rajaram Jaipuria Achiever Award at the 12th convocation ceremony on 24th September 2022. Unfortunately, he could not make it for today because of some medical emergency at his place. But in order to receive this prestigious award on his behalf, we have one of his family members, Mr. Saurav. So Mr. Saurav, may we please request you to come on the stage, please? So I request the chief guest and the other dignitaries to share the award, please. A big round of applause for Mr. Garvit Rastogi. Thank you. Congratulations. May I now request the Dean Academics, Dr. Tapan Kumar Nayak, to come forward to the podium for the management oath-taking ceremony.
Thank you once again. Honorable Chairman, sir, I request you to confer the PG diplomas in management to the successful candidates of the full-time postgraduate diploma in management, batch 2019-21 and batch 2020-22.
Let the candidates for the award of postgraduate diploma in management be presented.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. A huge round of applause. Honorable Chairman, sir, I present to you 104 students of 2019-21 batch and 60 students of 2020-22 batch of the full-time postgraduate diploma in management programs, including those in absentia, who have successfully completed their respective program and have been found qualified for the award of the same. I request you, Honorable Chairman, sir, that the postgraduate diploma in management be awarded to them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the chairman of the Board of Governors of Jaipuria School of Business, I award you the postgraduate diploma in management and charge you to be worthy of the qualification that you have earned.
Thank you so much. Thank you. A huge round of applause for all the graduating students. You all have been charged with the diplomas. Now become the torchbearer of the Jaipuria School of Business. And we wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Now, it's time to take the oath. All the diploma recipients of the batch 2019 and 21 and 2020-22 of postgraduate diploma in management are requested to stand in their places and keep your right hand forward like this. Keep your right hand forward like this. Please look at me. Keep your right hand forward like this and repeat after me. When I say I, you have to take your name. When I said I, you have to take your name. Then you have to repeat after me, right? Throughout the oath-taking ceremony, you have to keep your right hand forward like this. I, having qualified for postgraduate diploma in management from Jaipuria School of Business, Ghaziabad, do solemnly affirm that I will work sincerely for the growth of my organization. I will, with the best of my knowledge and judgment, bring it to excellence. I will commit to achieve sustainable development for the benefit of my country. I will optimally utilize all the resources placed at my disposal. I will always work in accordance with the rule of law. I will attempt to serve the society for its betterment. I will practice tenets of good governance. I will reflect dignity of the labor. Thank you so much and take your seat. Thank you. You all have been charged with your diplomas. Congratulations once again, all of you. Now, graduating students will now be ready to receive their diplomas, as their names will be called by the program chairperson, Professor Saloni Chitkara.
So I request the PGTM Program Chair, Professor Saloni Chitkara, to announce the names of the graduating students. And may I also request the chief guest, the chairman, and all the dignitaries on the dais to come forward, please. The diplomas will be awarded by Chairman Sir.
Good evening, respected dignitaries. Dear students of batch 2019-2021, I request you to please come forward as your names are being announced. Abhishek Singh, Ajay Gupta, I think you should keep on applauding each one of them. Ajay Kumar, Aman Kumar, Ankita, Anshu Singh, Aparajita, Aparajita, Arunaksh Chaudhary, Ashi Trehan, Asta, Avantika, you should bow down while after taking this certificate. Okay. Chaya, Devansh Pandey, Divyanshi Trivedi, I think applause should not stop. This is the moment to celebrate. Gitesh Jain, Gaurav, Hardeep, Himanshi Trivedi, Janishar, Jennifer, Jalak, Karan Sharma, Kumar Ronak. Next in line is Mayank Bharadwaj. Mayank Chitora. Muskan. Nancy. Neil. Ojasvi. Aromita. Pinku. Pragya. Prakhar Srivastav. Prakhar Srivastav. Prateek. Ramjeet Yadav. Ravi Kumar Singh. Please clap for them. Ravjot Kaur. Rohit Kumar. Sagar Sharma. Sakshi Gupta. Soumya Srivastav. Shikha Sinha. Shubham Verma. Sumit Singh. Varsha Gupta. Little faster. Vartika Srivastav. Sumit Singh. Varsha Gupta. Vartika Srivastav. Varun Divedi. Vibha Yadav. Vikas Sharma. Yash Chaturvedi. Ishu Sharma. Parth Sarthi, Arpit Kumar, Vasudha Kaushik, Vasudha Kaushik, Vasudha, Pritish Srivastav, Kushagra Mishra, Kajol, please move. Pritish, okay. Kushagra, Kajol. Next in line is Gargi, Vinamr, Gargi Gehlot, Vinamr Chaturvedi, Dolly Gupta, Dipali Gupta, Mansi Gupta, Sonali Agarwal. A big congratulations to the graduating batch of 2019-2021. Dear students of batch 2022, I request you to please come forward as your names are being announced. Ayushi Washne, Abhay Kumar Pandey, Abhishek Singh, Akash Wadhwani. Beta, keep standing here. Yeah. Amisha Saxena, Anamika Chand, Anand Kumar Vats, Ananya Tandon, Ananya Tandon. It's a big day for each one of you, so we really want that the clap should not stop. Ananya Tandon, Anirudh Gautam, Anshu Kumar, Anshu Kumar, Anubhav Sharma, Apurva Singh, Apurva Singh, Aryan Kumar, Ashish Kohli, Anirudh Gautam, CHBL Roshni, Chirag, Deepa Jaiswal, Durgesh Tiwari, Gagan Shukla, Gagan, Harshita Jain, Jatin Chauhan, Lavanya Arora, Manish Tyagi, Manoj Kumar, Raj Khera, Raj Khera, Rashi Verma, Riya Dugar, Riya, Roshni Agarwal, kindly maintain silence. Sabah Anjum, Sakshi Gautam, or Sakshi Gupta, sorry. Sakshi Priya. I want everyone to be seated. Sankalp Sharma. All of you are requested to take their respective seats once you move on after taking your diplomas. Shubham Saxena. Shubham Saxena. Siddharth Patel. Siddharth. Sifar Surbi. Sifar Surbi. Smriti Singh. Sohini Singh. Sonali Pathak. Shubham Bharti. सर बोल रहे हैं ना अभी.
Convocation ceremony is not yet over. So you all are requested to take back your seat. And the faculty colleagues may kindly help them to be seated once again. Thank you.
Swati Chauhan. Utkarsh. All of you are requested to take back your respective seats. Vandana Gupta. Vansh. Vansh Vinarm Saxena. Vaishnavi Varsha. Vijaya Khan. Vivek Kumar Thakur. Yash Saxena. Yukti Kataria. and Monica. A huge round of applause for each one of them. Thank you to all the dignitaries for your reciprocation. Thank you so much.
Heartiest congratulations to all the graduating students. I know it's an exciting day and so are we, but then we would really appreciate your patience. We request all of you to be seated, please. Please take your respective seats and please keep patience for a little more time. I know your energy levels are high, but then your patience would be appreciated. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Dear students and guests, before we move on to the final stage of the convocation, may I request Chairman Sir to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
Thank you, sir. May I now request the program chair, Ms. Saloni Chitkara, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of Jaipuria School of Business, Ghaziabad, it's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks for the 12th convocation ceremony for PGDM batches 2019-21 and 2020-22. I would take this opportunity to thank our management, our chairman, Jaipuria Group of Institutions, Shri Jishir Jaipuria ji, for always believing in us and supporting us in all looks and corners to make every event successful at JSB. Thank you so much, sir. My sincere thanks to our mentor, our guiding force, Shri Vinod Malhotra ji, for your endless support always with us. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to our honorable chief guest, Mr. Deepak Chabra, for your gracious presence and your inspiring words. Thank you, sir. A heartfelt thanks to all the respected guests who have blessed us today with their presence. Thank you so much. My special thanks to the Board of Governors, leadership of our sister concerns, respected guests and parents for their gracious presence today. My big thanks to the core committee, faculty members, staff members, and dear student coordinators for their meticulous planning and execution to make this event a huge success. I also thank administration, IT department, and media for their complete support throughout the program. Last but not the least, thanks to each one of you for taking this program to a great height with your active participation and sincerity. Thank you, everyone. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Chitkara. I now request Chairman Sir to present a memento to our chief guest as a token of our regard and appreciation. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Please take your seats. I request the guests and the awardees to rise and remain standing for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय
Thank you. The academic procession will now leave the venue. All the guests and awardees may please remain standing till all the members of the procession have left the venue.